Hi guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for clicking this video. I appreciate you guys so much. This is like an update video that I wanted to do on a dog that I talked about. It's a boxer name, which I call the dog Jaeger. The news that I'm about to play for you, they call the dog Jaeger. So it seems like I mispronounced that, as I always do. I butcher every name that I talk about. But before we get to that story, I wanted to talk about a few things that's been going on. So I've been watching a few lives like panels and stuff like that, not lives. That's been going on this last week. And I noticed my name has been getting brought up a few times during these panels. So I just want to talk a little bit with you guys and clear some things up. First, I want to say I just finished watching the panel that stephtxma did on her channel, and I want to say, like, I found a whole new respect for these women. And I don't want to discredit like any of them, but I do kind of want to say like more so Steph. And I say that because I've been following what's been going on now for what seems like months. And I know where Steph felt about Tara. Like, I know that it wasn't good. So for me to be able to watch Steph get on her platform and kind of become like the person in the middle, especially when you have such strong feelings yourself about about somebody, for you to be able, and I know it did get out of control at times with everybody. And that's why I'm saying, like, these women are total freaking rock stars because they were pissed. Like, there were so many emotions running high. And I watched them pull them reins back and be able to have mature conversations, to be able to try to listen and see where the other person is coming from. Like, to me, that is, like, amazing. Not everybody can do that, and that's freaking cool, like, really. I watched, and there was at times where I'm like, this is a shit show circus that nothing's going to come out of this. There's no progress is going to be done because everybody was just yelling at each other. But then, like, it started going another way. People kind of calmed down, and then real conversations was had that really needed to be done. Like, these everyone, I felt like, got what they were feeling out. If you didn't watch it, so Steph it was her, Bambi, Not Another Housewife. There was a sub named Goose that was on there. Betty Boop came on there. Who am I forgetting? Tia Simone came on there. Tira was on there. I feel like everybody kind of said their piece. Another thing I noticed, Not Another Housewife, she, at times where I felt like she maybe felt like she was being attacked, she stuck it out that entire time and listened to what everybody had to say. I don't think she is, you know, some think she may be like a troll, a shit stir. I don't see that from her. I think she really wants to learn and grow. I think at times, because like there's some things that come out of her mouth and I'm like, oh my gosh, no. But I think she just really wants to learn and she wants to see what everybody thinks too. I have nothing but respect for everybody that came on that panel. Even Tira. Like, yes, Tira left a few times because she got, I think, heated and emotional, so she just kind of left. But she did keep coming back. I've seen so much growth from Tira. Like, I know there was times where she just wanted, like, to shut down. Like, I'm just done with this, like, and not come back. But I know she was, like, biting her tongue. And she really, I feel like she really wanted to work this out. I feel like everybody that was on that panel really wanted a solution and a conclusion. And I just want to say, like, that was some badass shit that I witnessed. Like, these women it was really cool to watch. Okay, but I want to talk about a few things that got brought up when my name came up. And one is, so there was someone that had said, and I'm not sure, you know, if it was said, supposedly Tira had said something about these women had so much power over me that it made me remove my video about Bambi. I have no hard feelings towards Tira. Like I said, I've seen Tira grow. Like, Tira I have no bad feelings about any of these women. Whether you believe me or not, my video I originally did was not out of malicious. I have no hard feelings. I like Radiant Brit. I do. Steph, I didn't have a problem with her. I mean, now I just have like so much respect. I see her like through a whole nother perspective now. Bambi, I don't have no feelings. Tira, no hard feelings. Like, I don't. I really honestly don't. And I think some don't believe that, but you know, that's okay. That's your opinion. But supposedly Tara said that they had control over me and that's why I removed my video. That's absolutely not true. So I just want to speak briefly about why I removed the video I did about Bambi. And that's because my channel, I want to try to be as unbiased as I possibly can. Of course, I have opinions. I feel away. But I also want to open up the narrative to allow other people who may not see it like I do to give their opinion. I don't want to seem like I'm just closed off, like I'm set in my ways and that's it. And to me, that video reflected that. The video I did about Bambi, to me, it didn't match up with any of the other videos I had done. I could have done it. Like, I could have came on there and said my piece and then tried to come from where Bambi was at and try to see how she was feeling and how she could have seen it that way. Now, that's a video I would have stood behind. But unfortunately, that's not what I did. I felt upset by what Bambi said. I felt attacked, and I got on my platform, and I emotionally put out a video before really fully thinking about it. Me and her had a really good conversation. At first, we didn't. We were heated. We said our piece, and then we left it at that, and it wasn't good. Me, I do honestly care. Whether you believe it or not, I don't do things to try to hurt people, even people I don't like. I would never want to put stuff on my video that hurts anybody's, mentally or upsets or makes you sad or angry. Like, I'm not that person. So that night after that video, I didn't sleep. I couldn't sleep at all. All night long, I hashed over in my own head what I could have done to have made that outcome better. What could I have said to Bambi so we could have came out with a resolution instead of just leaving it like, screw you. So that following day, I reached back out to Bambi. And I said, I think I came out of the heat of emotion. I've been able to really step back and think about it. And I don't think I handled it right. And she said the same thing. And so we handled it. We took care of it. We talked it out. It's what adults do. So to me, to make this situation better, which was what my whole thing was, I was trying to do, was stop the pettiness, stop the fighting, to make it better. My video didn't help that. My video kept it going. And that's why I took it off. Whether you agree I should have or not, that's okay. I'm doing what's best for me and what I think is best for my channel. And that's kind of why I'm not going to go anymore and talk about this because my little antenna, or what is it, my part on the octopus, I cut that off. Like, I don't want to be part of this octopus no more. But I just wanted to say that I thought you women were all pretty badass, and it was amazing to watch. I really have like a newfound respect for all you guys. I see so much growth, and I think you guys are all pretty awesome. So I wanted to say that. Another thing that's getting thrown around is the N-word. So I just want to briefly say where I stand on that. Kind of why I want to be solo. I don't want to be wrapped up into some group. And this is why, because I feel like just because you believe into something, and I want to know what you guys think about this. So I feel like just because I see there's something that she says I like, and then over here I like what they have to say. But sometimes I feel like if you let that be known, and then say this side gets really carried away, and then they just take it too far, and then you're standing there and it's I supported this, but I don't support all this. I don't know what all this is about. I agreed when they said this, but this is a whole new life getting taken on here. You know what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. And that's why it's so hard to agree, because it takes on a whole nother life, and then you're standing there wait a minute, that is not what I'm about. That's why I try to just be solo. And I haven't watched what's been going on. I quit watching a couple weeks ago what's going on because it made it to where I couldn't think of any more content. Like, it was really fogging my mind up. And so I just had to shut all that off and start moving on to other stuff and other content because I don't want my channel to be wrapped into that. But when it comes to the N-word, what I learned about people's feelings, and this was a fight I got in probably a couple months ago with these other women, and I learned something from that. I learned something from them. They dragged me, but you know what? It's okay because I learned something from that incident. And that was, just because I'm not offended by something doesn't mean I have the right to say that they can't be offended by it. So, and my reason why I don't say the N-word is just because, and I know like BX said, it doesn't offend him, it doesn't bother him, and then Tia was like, it does bother me. But to me, I don't care if one person in this entire world was offended by me saying the N-word. I wouldn't want to hurt that person. If what I can do to stop that person from being hurt or offended or angry is by not saying a word, then that's the least I can do. And that's what I'm just going to leave it out there at that. I don't care for when white people say the N-word. I just don't. But do I feel like they should be crucified forever and ever if they make the mistake and they admit and they own up and they said they have in the past, but they don't no more and they've grown from it and they know why you shouldn't use it anymore? No, I don't think they should be dragged for the rest of their life. But then, in another breath, I understand why Tia said that Tira is going to have to continue to apologize if she's going to make a YouTube career, because others are going to come in at different times and they're not going to know all these videos that are being made about this situation. So Tira is she's going to have to come up and say, you know, I've already apologized for that. I don't stand by it. Here's the video I made about it. Here's the link. But it's just something that's going to have to be done, especially if you just don't stand by it anymore and you don't think you were right, then it shouldn't matter. Just say, I've already apologized for it. I know I was wrong. I don't stand by it anymore, and just leave it at that. So I do understand what Tia is saying in that incident. But let's get into Jaeger. I think it's Jaeger. So if you don't know, this video I made is about this boxer that scratched this woman's granddaughter to the point where she had to get surgery. But this dog is set to be euthanized. The law actually states that, like, for a dog to be euthanized, that they have to, you know, the dog has to show aggression and like biting. Do I think this dog is aggressive? I don't. And I think some people forget, like, dogs have bad days just like us, you know? Maybe this dog's belly hurt. Maybe the little girl accidentally, you know, stepped or hurt this dog on accident. I don't think the dog was being aggressive. And I really don't think this dog should be euthanized. I will put the link below on this story, and just to go in deeper details, go watch the other video I did about it. Also, Radiant Brit picked this up, and I am so appreciative. Like, you have no idea. And that's another reason I was kind of like iffy on even making that other video, because she did such a nice thing for me, and I do appreciate it. She has such a larger following, and she put that story out there. And I think that was a very caring thing she did. I don't think Brit is this monster. I really, really don't. But again, my video wasn't to hurt her. That was not my intentions. But let's watch this news article, the news that I watched. I found this a couple days ago about...
Story of a girl named Kenley and a dog named Jaeger. Hope you're doing well this evening. I'm Brad Bird.
And I'm Shelley Kirk. A Mount Vernon family is making their voices heard, wanting their dog to be okay and potentially spare his life after a judge ordered him to be euthanized.
Well, Jaeger is a large boxer. His owner, May Robinson, says her 4-year-old granddaughter accidentally stepped on Jaeger's foot. Then he jumped up and scratched her face. This happened on January 30th, and they still haven't seen their dog.
I wished I had pet him again.
Kenley and her grandmother, May Robinson, are doing everything they can to be reunited with their furry friend Jaeger.
Home for Jaeger!
They had a peaceful protest outside of Mount Vernon City Hall, asking the mayor to allow family members to visit their dog.
We want him released, but right now I just want visits. I just want to see him and know that he's okay.
The 8-year-old boxer has been in animal control since the end of January after he jumped up and scratched Kenley's face so deeply that she needed surgery. Even after her injury, the 4-year-old little girl still wants her dog back.
Yeah.
What do you want to say?
He didn't bite me, he scratched me.
Judge Robert Ellsworth says even though the dog does not have a violent history, the incident was horrific. Jaeger was set to be euthanized in May, but Robinson filed an appeal, which is moving forward.
It could be, there's no telling how many more months before it's over.
In the meantime, community members are asking Mayor Bill Curtis to finally let Robinson visit Jaeger.
We realize that it's in the courts, but we don't think it's a lot to ask for his owner, who loves and cares for him, to be able to go see him. He's in a cell, hasn't seen the sun or grass in already 128 days, and he could be there for months.
Brandon Bartlett, Eyewitness News.
Now, Eyewitness News reached out to Mount Vernon Mayor Bill Curtis about the situation, but he declined to comment.
Police in one way.
Okay, guys, let me know what you guys think about everything that's been talked about in this video. Again, I'm not going to keep, hashing it out and keep going on. But I just wanted to say that, I think all the women that were on that panel last night are some freaking rock stars. I think, it was well done. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to leave the link in the bottom about Jaeger. Please go check out my video or Radiant Fruit's video about this. If you haven't yet, please hit the like button, subscribe, and until next time, guys, I will see you later. Have a great day, you guys. Bye.